You're watching Boulder Talk Radio from March 23rd, 2021, where we ask the hard question, is swallowing still considered vegan? You tell us.
Shit. Oh, wow.
I was trying to, I hit the button, I hit the little thing for the intro, and then, it didn't click.
You know what? Here's another way to look at it, right? You thought the intro was a little bit, could have been spicier. That made it a little bit more funny. So
yeah, that was pretty bad. I'll fully admit that, right? So okay, what I wanted to start off tonight by talking about, by the way, welcome to Boulder Talk Radio. For the 23rd of March, as you guys already know, asking the very tough questions. Is semen considered vegan? And if you swallow it, if you are a vegan, are you going against your creed?
Goddamn hypocrites.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and there's a very interesting conversation to be had about that, because it's considered, there are people out there who are under the belief that because it is something that is brought on from a living being, that is considered not vegan.
Much like honey or milk, it's a byproduct of.
It's a byproduct, but I'm but there's really no nutritional value for sustenance.
Also, I mean, obviously, if we're gonna really have this conversation,
well, I mean, I'm just
factory farms come. You know what I mean?
I mean, apparently it contains a lot of terabytes of data. According to
God. The audience is already grossed out.
That's perfectly fine. Cum is how you were made, by the way. All right. Your father sprayed the inside of your mother's uterus with his demon semen, and then ended up spawning you. That's what happened here. Your mother's pussy was on fire, and your father put it out with his dick hose.
Oh God!
Just firing off just bucketfuls of cum, woo woo. It's just skeet skeet.
Putting his hose in some hose, yeah.
Oh my! Have you ever seen that video of someone put a camera up a woman's vagina, and then
no.
showed it literally had a light on it. It was in the uterus, or in the vaginal, in the whatever it is right there, in the for layman's terms, into pussy. And it was in the vagina, and it had a light and a camera on it, like a colonoscopy camera. Anyway, had a light and a camera on it, and you just see the penis, it shows the penis going in, going out, and then it shows it ejaculating inside the pussy.
What?
And it was such a weird biological moment, because you're oh, that's what it looks like.
I never really thought about it like that.
Well, I mean, if you've ever watched pornography, you'll see the aftermath, where it's just oh, look, a cream pie, And it's just oh, there's the cream pie. And then okay, but you always get the outside view. You never get the Magic School Bus Miss Frizzle experience, God, where you dive in and you're just wow, this is how anatomy actually works, because they'll go into there's the first episode of the Magic School Bus, the animated show, which is fantastic, by the way. You should totally watch it. And they go into a chicken's vagina, and they literally go into an egg as it's being created. And that is how they show. That's the very first episode. Is they show how an egg is made, an unfertilized egg is made inside of a chicken.
It comes out of their butt, right?
It's a children's show, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, what?
It's a kids show. They're not going to show it coming out I guess it would come out the chicken's ass. Does a chicken have a vagina? I'm not that up to date on the anatomy of a chicken. Right. I don't go to mid 1990s PBS animated shows for children to find out if a chicken has a pussy. I honestly can't even tell you how a fucking rooster impregnates an egg. I don't even know.
I don't know how that shit
is his dick literally a needle, and it just injects in real quick?
No, you know what?
Like a fucking cum jackhammer.
This is the weirdest episode of Boulder Talk Radio.
And we're 4 minutes in, and you're already saying that. Yeah, so that is generally a good fucking sign. Let me take a look here at the chat. I love this. Foul. What the fuck? God damn it! No.
Hey, shouldn't you know about this more than anybody else?
Jack says I'm done already. Jack, you just put on Twitter that I'm one of the funniest people on YouTube. So, and you just said I think I need therapy after this.
Oh man, damn.
Music Man says, "Oh my God." Jez here at least admits it. This is why I watch hentai.
That's why.
That I don't like. That's a weird like. You know what? You know what, Jez? I want you to call in and I want us to have a conversation about why you watch hentai. Because even I don't understand it. Like, I have questions.
Yeah, this is what Boulder Talk Radio is for.
This is the whole point of it. We ask the hard questions. But first things first, we do have a quarry rules here. I don't know if you've seen this yet, Annie. Have a topic. Keep it short because some of you get long-winded, and that's my own fault. Like the video, goddammit. So if you like the video, I don't know what number 4 is, but then also profit.
Well, luckily for me, I'm like a fucking midget, basically. So I keep it short all the time.
I feel sorry for whoever you date.
Wow. Don't worry.
Well, I guess everybody is
find it appealing.
Everybody is the same height when they're vertical. Horizontal.
Wow.
I mean, when they're horizontal. Think about that, right?
Well, not necessarily, but yeah.
I mean, like, well, I could only imagine someone like Warwick Davis having intercourse with Gwendolyn Christie. And it would be just like the ending of King Kong with like Kong scaling the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
And then like attempting to
Oh god, I just got the visual.
I mean,
what are the airplanes in this scenario then?
Oh god, the airplanes would be. I'm gonna say they're a metaphor for spermicide.
I was thinking like they were like orbiters or something like that. You know what I mean?
What? She's so big, she's got a gravitational pull.
No, I was going for like white knights. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, there are a lot of white knights out there. I mean, obviously, it's like the internet. There's tons of white knights everywhere. This is what happens.
Yeah, people white knight for things you'd never expect.
Lord Slug here says profit is Jarbo e-begging always.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Like, I mean, like
that's the point of all this, right?
Yeah, like I mean, come on. Like I'm not saying like fund my fucking life, but like buy me a fucking coffee, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
No, I love all of you. Those of you who like me and those someone here did post a comment like, "Wow, dude, you sure pissed off a lot of people. What caused your fall from grace?" I get a lot of comments like that on other episodes. People like, "Why is this channel so fucking dead?" And like, I don't know, dude. Fucking, I supported Bernie. What can I say?
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. I just enjoy at this point. I just enjoy doing it because I have fun with it. I do need to add. I know we have some memberships. There are some people who are members, which is fantastic. I just don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like I need to like add badges, right? Like a badge.
Oh yeah, I could make some badges at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do one. I'm just gonna do one right away, and this is gonna be. Hopefully, this will get uploaded right away. It may not.
Oh my god.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't want to get the channel fucking terminated.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Seriously, like I don't want us to get taken off the air.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. I guess I have to name it. So we're just gonna name it Boulder, because that seems.
Boulder.
Oh no, that's a fucking emoji. I don't have an emoji. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna make the same image. Fuck it.
Oh,
what? I'm lazy. Right. I'm lazy. I don't have a producer. Oh, so I have a couple things to talk about that, right? All right. Oh, I don't have the right aspect ratio here.
The right accent.
The aspect. There we go. The image aspect. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. It's aspect, but I feel like I should be like aspect.
What are you saying? It's aspect.
I know it's aspect, but like I'm kind of dyslexic at some point in time.
Oh,
you know, like so for me, it's really effing weird because like I'll look at a word, I'm like I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. But that's kind of how these things go. So anyway, I want to bring up a couple things, a couple potential appearances I might be going on to here in the future. As I branch out into this wide world of ours. The first one here is actually of my own creation, I guess, because the other night I found out that Ethan Ralph was talking shit about me, right? Saying that the kill stream legit scarred me for life because I have anxiety that I've had for multiple decades now. And my doctor didn't re-up my prescription. If you've ever been on prescription for this kind of shit, you know it can fuck with you, right? Like if you're off your, you have you ever been on meds? Been on antidepressants?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
If you cut off cold turkey, it fucks you up.
Yeah, and I did that, so I know how you feel.
Yeah. So anyway, I responded by basically telling him that, like he doesn't, he's one to talk, right? Hashtag pill stream. Look that video up if you want to see something really funny. It's not true. His mom's got cancer and he's like, I'm so drunk. He's like, I'm not even gonna, oh no, that's not the pill stream. That's just when he was drunk and passed out. The pill stream was like, he was so hammered on Xannies and booze, apparently. He couldn't function OBS in like the live stream. It was normal.
He seems like a mess of a human being. Whenever I hear anything about this guy, it's never anything good. So
anyway, I said I have no problem going on the kill stream. And of course, it'd be funny to talk about his revenge porn because he put out revenge porn. And so he apparently, this was last night, Kira had called in and had talked about how apparently he accepted my challenge, but what he wants to do is he wants me to come on either April 1st or April 20th. And he wants to make it a big show. He wants to get the band back together. Now, what does that mean?
So what you're telling me is my read from this is he knows that he doesn't have any money or any attention anymore, and he just wants to recapture what'll never be recaptured ever again. And you're probably going to make a fool of him. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a delightful twist of irony.
Oh, very much so. Absolutely. Except here's the thing. He has to actually have other people there. So he has to have like Andy
he wants
Worski.
A hug box of at least 5 people.
Yeah, he very much wants to have his team there to berate me into
his cheerleaders.
Yeah, so he's more or less admitting that he's too afraid to actually talk to me on his own. Now, that to me is hysterical. That to me is utterly hysterical because it doesn't matter at this point anything else. That means I win. I do, if you think about it, because he is so afraid to actually have a conversation with me that he wants to stack the deck in his favor. How much of a pussy move is that,
If you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing to lose.
Exactly. And he could call in here anytime he wants, like so many other people do.
But he doesn't.
Exactly. That's just how this whole thing works. Is unfortunately all of these people, they some people I will fully admit they have the cojones, right? They have the cojones, and I can respect that. But some people out there, they just don't got the cojones. Some
people have no balls.
No balls.
No sack.
No sack, exactly. Yeah. And that is kind of where we find ourselves on that issue right now. So that's the first one. But then yesterday I got a really, really, really weird email from apparently the talent manager or the producer for Brittany Venti.
Oh shit! What?
Right? Yeah. So Brittany fucking Venti. She wants me to come on her show, Internet Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
They didn't give you any details?
She just wants to have a conversation, apparently. And that's interesting to me, to be honest with you.
I mean, I've never heard anything particularly bad about that person, so
Brittany Venti, you gotta, oh my god, like Brittany Venti has a bit of a history in regards to her internet behavior. She started off as a troll, right? As like a hardcore troll. And then from there, she kind of like moved into like internet drama. She's got a couple of videos going after Shoe on Head that are actually like pretty scathing, to be honest with you. And, she tried getting into the commentary stuff and she's got her own controversies with like internet blood sports or whatever. And I know she's made fun of me a bunch, right? So I'm a little bit curious. I'm a little bit hesitant to go on the show.
I understand the skepticism because
yeah, right. Because I asked her guy too. I said, hey, like fucking, what do you think? And he says, oh no, she's like just wants to she's got this show and she just wants to talk to people. I'm like, maybe that's something I can do. We'll see. I mean, I don't think Brittany Venti is gonna try to like nail me to the cross or whatever. She might just want to talk about shit, which is fine.
Probably not.
So just as a side note here, if this image is now an emoji, sorry, it's a badge. It's a badge for channel members.
Wait, Matt, you didn't even cut it out, did you? You just uploaded it.
No, I had to go into Photoshop and I had to make it.
Okay.
I had to make it very tiny.
All
I had to make it very small. That's what
Okay.
I did. So no. It's all good. So any channel members out there who want to who want to have you'll be able to identify yourself by having a fucking unibolter fucking.
Oh, by the way, we got a
image.
$2 donation.
I saw it. Yeah, let me take a quick look at that here. Thank you very much, G Million. It says here, go in there and show off your pen.
Okay, so, whatever that means.
I'm sure it's like show off your peen, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like show off your peen. That's clever. What I.
Clever.
Yeah, that's what I think about that. I mean, like here's the thing: is like I would let's rent a boxing ring and have Jarbone Ralph battle it out. I'm just gonna look here. Here's the thing. I'm gonna summarize that up and one image. Let me just get the image here.
Okay.
And it will be, I believe, a pretty accurate representation of what is gonna happen. If
we got my co-hostess in the chat.
I see that. Yeah, I saw Jamie in there. If anyone here is familiar with the old animated movie, Briar Rabbit, and the Tar Baby, you might know
what
this is an old thing. Calm down. So in this scenario, I'm the Briar Rabbit. And that fat human slug is the Tar Baby.
Matt. Abort.
No, have you ever seen this? This is an actual book. It's not racial.
Wait, what? Yeah, what you bullshit?
It's not. No. This is Briar Rabbit. It's not racial at all. The moral of the story is like Briar Rabbit gets punches the Tar Baby, and then ends up getting stuck in a briar patch.
Matt, do you know what a Tar Baby is?
I know. No, this is a book. There's context here. I know what you're trying to say, and no.
No, I don't think you know.
No, this is a book. It's a book. It's a book. It's you never read Briar Rabbit when you were a kid?
No, I never.
This ain't like some Dr. Seuss level shit, okay? This is like an actual book.
Okay.
This is an actual book.
Dr. Seuss isn't an actual book?
No, Dr. Seuss just had like 6 books pulled because of like racial imagery.
I know.
All right.
I
this is like you are literally talking about something and like trying to are you getting woke on Briar Rabbit? Sounds like you're getting are you trying to cancel Briar Rabbit? Is that what's happening here?
As a matter of fact, I am. No.
Yeah, see, Jamie here says I read Peter Rabbit, thank you. Right. Peter Rabbit. That's the whole thing. Like Peter Rabbit books. Right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. Like not everything from the and
everything that came out before the 90s needs to be canceled.
All right, let me just see here. Is Peter Rabbit racist? Let's Google that.
Is Peter Rabbit racist?
Let's see here. Racism. Oh, here's one. Racism and sexism in children's book.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
Matt.
Hold on. Is Briar Rabbit racist? There we go. NPR 2017. Let me get myself educated real quick.
How are you gonna feel if it comes out like the author was like a dark supremacist or something?
Then I'm gonna feel really terrible for what I just said as a joke. So,
okay.
Because I don't know here. I want to be. I want to be an ally, and I want to be.
You want to be an ally.
I want to be an ally, and I don't want to be a dick about it. I get. Let's see. Apparently, the book was a sensational bestseller. It was praised by everyone from Mark Twain to Rudyard Kipling, whoever the fuck that is, to President Theodore Roosevelt, who invited the inordinately shy. Anyway. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
Oh, okay. Today the term is interpreted by many as a radio shit. Not my intent.
Look,
Matt. But in its original context, it was a metaphor for a sticky situation that got worse the more one tangled with it. So, I mean, like, that's my interpretation of it.
Oh, that's your interpretation.
That's what I grew up knowing it as. I didn't know about it as being a racial thing. I mean, now that I think about it, I can see why they would make that connection, and that is terrible.
Yeah, well,
but in its
was the only thing it was fantastic for.
No, it's the story is like, it's okay. I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. Jesus Christ. You know how hard it is to go back to like old school shit and realize how racist everything is?
Yeah, you know what's really racist? Old school RuneScape. A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of racism in RuneScape. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I don't know. A lot of
I just pulled that out of my ass.
A lot of jism. A lot of jism. I don't know.
Oh man, the RuneScape community is gonna come at us now.
Oh no, it's a bunch of.
Hey! Don't shit on the RuneScape community. There's actually a pretty big RuneScape community.
I don't know. Hold on. Wikipedia has an article on Tarbait. Oh no.
No, come. Hey, we're above this.
I'm just saying, like, I read this book as a kid. There's an animated movie.
Look, there's actually a restaurant out where I think that guy Pimp Monk lives called Tar Babies.
Oh no.
Yeah, Kata Babies.
Let's see here. The term is the second of the Uncle Remus stories published in 1881. It is about a doll made of tar and turpentine used by the villainous Briar Fox to entrap Briar Rabbit. The more Briar Rabbit fights the tea baby, it's not going to say it. I'm just gonna.
I can say it. I can say it. Maybe you can't, but I can.
I don't know. I mean, I'm Canadian. That doesn't give me a pass. And it says the more entangled he becomes in modern usage, tea baby refers to a problematic situation that is only aggravated by any additional involvement in it. Wow. No. Let's see. Lord Slug.
I gotta go get my mac and cheese. I'll be right back.
Oh no. Oh, holy crap. Okay, so Jack here asks, who's Brer Rabbit? Brer Rabbit it's an old book. It's an old story. Music Man here drops the hello, no. There we go. I have that drop in here. I need to add drops, apparently. People like it when you add drops. Why? I don't know. Here, we'll bring you on so you can
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
It's a historic. It's a book, man, from like when I was a kid. I did not know that. I now feel very bad. Oh, dear God. Infallible Fowl just sent me some stuff. I had no idea. Holy crap. Is that real? Oh my God, that's terrible.
Okay.
Well, we need to cancel Tar Baby then. How about that? We need to cancel Brer Rabbit. We need to cancel Uncle Remus. We need to cancel everything prior to 1957.
Well, you know, Matt, while I was like sitting here waiting, sipping my coffee, which is weird because it's like 2 a.m, so I really shouldn't have coffee, but you know, fuck it. I was thinking like I should bring out something like intelligent and smart to say. I'm gonna be philosophical this stream, and then, you know what the fucking canary in the coal mine was, Matt? The first sign of trouble that I didn't recognize.
What's that?
You were too fucking lazy to crop your emote, Matt. Too fucking lazy to crop the emote.
No, I cropped the emote. I put it in. I went into Photoshop and I made it. It's to the right. It's to the right. No, I cropped it.
Oh my God, Berserk. I'm sorry, I was getting my mac and cheese. Berserk, you're going to make it look like to Matt, like my community is just a bunch of people who are like a bunch of emoji snobs. You're going to give him this impression that we all just care about the exact aspect ratio of every emoji. And that's true. No. It is true.
Not true.
You know what, Matt? If there's anything ever slightly wrong with an emoji or a thumbnail, or if it's ever slightly wrong cropped, you've been judged. You've been judged for it silently. You've been judged.
So Matt,
but to be fair, in the court of public opinion, I've been judged for a long time. So that is.
So someone asked why there's so many anime avatars. Both our avatars were made by a British shit guy. So
yeah, they're not anime. You fucking retard.
Yeah. Whoa! Holy shit.
Well, now this whole thing has got fucking demonetized, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
God,
I was hoping to get
very
fucking
woke,
remonetized, but.
I find it really, that's the thing, when I watch like Hassan Piker, I find it really funny some of the jokes that he makes because like he's super woke and he just kind of like teeters that edge where like he starts talking about like Donald Trump having a nussy, like a neck pussy.
All right.
And this
is the weirdest episode of Boulder Talk Radio, yeah.
Dude, the weirdest, it's certified.
That's every night on the show, man. Like I'd like to make it weird. Last night we got into a conversation that kind of, there was an article I found talking about how penis size is now being shrunk by global warming and by pollution.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You know
penis.
what?
This is from bold.com. Bolde, not Boulder, although it's very close in the spelling.
You know what? I was going there.
Let's see.
Boulder.
Esoteric Surferism here says Coomer anime profile pics are Matt's main fan base, which is really funny because I fucking hate anime.
What? Well, it's more like
okay, Matt.
No, you're not going to red pill me. You're not going to red pill me on anime. Okay.
I understand why you don't like hentai. No,
However,
I get it. However, it's pretty fucking good, man.
Oh, wow. There's a compelling argument right there.
Now, this is like
I don't know
Roman, Greco-Roman philosophy. Like, we're delving into aesthetics. Like, what is beauty? What is life?
Look,
what is anime except for like old horny men trying to bang younger teenagers, or a lot of incest with regards to the video games?
If these weird, creepy cartoons spark the same part of my brain that helps reproduction, it's fucking good. It's amazing.
But wouldn't that only really work if you were in the act of trying to reproduce?
No.
I mean,
I don't fuck with no women. That's gay.
Well, I'm just saying.
Women like dick. That's gay.
I'm just saying, yeah. Like, I mean, you know, filling someone's anal cavity with semen isn't getting them pregnant for reproduction, so it's like, it's kind of pointless, right? Like to make that argument.
Yeah, that's just the post production.
The post production.
Hey, look, I made a movie joke, Matt. I made a movie joke. Are you proud of me?
Something with like a rear production or rear, you know, whatever would have been better. But I get the joke.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say though is like, if what you're saying is if anime titties activate the erogenous zone of your brain, and that's what gets you going. I mean, again, our core primary function, biological function, is reproduction, and that when that
anime
happens.
Titties get the androgynous.
I'm not against anime titties. I like anime titties.
Look,
I'm just saying,
realize,
it's like,
Matt, I come off as a kissless virgin that's never seen a pussy as long as I've lived.
I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. Yeah.
I never expected to get Matt's endorsement of anime titties. Like,
what? No, I like anime titties. Who doesn't like titties? I don't understand that question at all. Like, oh, I'm really surprised. I don't like anime titties. What?
Well, I mean, you know, people
like titties are titties, dude.
There's probably people who just hate anything that's anime.
What, you think I've never beat off the cartoons before? What the fuck, man? Come on.
What if
Rotten
the girl
one
you're
half,
fucking
motherfucker?
What if the girl you're fucking also likes anime?
What?
What if the girl you're fucking also likes anime?
Well, then you know what? Then you've won the lottery. Congratulations.
What the fuck? This conversation started off by talking about chickens.
There's actually plenty of chicks who like anime.
Yeah, no, I know. Look, I've been to Comic-Con. All right, I've seen the cosplayers that are just like, you know, running around and trying to speak Japanese to one another, not knowing anything the other person is saying, but they're making it out to be like they do, and they're hoping that someone recognize, you know, someone will pay attention to them.
All they understand is konnichiwa, but you know, they smile and wave.
Yeah, they're all like, "Oh, domo arigato."
All right, Matt, don't go any further.
What? No, how domo arigato? Like, I would try, if I was in Japan, I would try to have an accent.
Fucking Mr. Roberto.
Yeah. Domo arigato, Mr. Roberto. Domo. There we go. I'm gonna get myself canceled for that one.
Yeah, you're gonna get canceled for that.
It's all like, you can't do
I think we've
fucking
been canceled
sticks.
like 54 times by now.
John Rocks here says fat chicks love anime.
Yo, what's wrong with fat chicks?
I mean,
what's wrong with anime?
Exactly.
Two very interesting questions.
Wow.
To
be answered tonight on Boulder Talk Radio.
Lord Slux says, end this now.
The show's just begun.
This is fantastic.
I did not have a fucking plan for this, like, at all. I never have a plan. I literally just go in and like, all right, like, we'll just talk. I'll just joke about shit for 2 hours, which is what I like doing. Jack here says cancel, Matt. What was this? 2018 all over again? Get the fuck out of here.
You know what's funny? I'm like the pioneer. I figured out how to make it so that people can't show their genitals on StreamYard. I should get paid by StreamYard just for coming up with that discovery. I discovered it. I'm like the Christopher Columbus of StreamYard. I fucking discovered that shit, bitch.
Oh,
I'm high.
Call you John.
Jesus.
Hancock.
Infallible, what are you sending me on Discord? Oh my God. All of this. Apparently, Apparently, Briar Rabbit is like really racist. I did not know that.
Tar babies.
That is so
Yo,
bad.
Matt,
Well, that's
like
the thing I
making
hate.
racist apologia with this tar baby shit, man.
Well, no, it's
Come
like
on.
it's remember like remember in Clerks 2, the whole like
Clerks.
yeah, the whole porch
Yeah.
thing,
Porch.
right?
Yeah.
There's the term. I don't want to say it because I feel kind of stupid.
Hey, have you ever seen Clerks, the animated series, Matt? Real quick aside. Like,
You're asking me if I've ever seen Clerks the animated series?
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I've never heard you talk about it before.
Dude, I fucking love the Clerks animated series, man. 6 episodes of pure greatness.
Awesome.
Sexy Randall, the Pharaoh King. Or the Pharaoh Wizard. No one's ever said that.
Awesome, dude. I'm glad.
Also, what is it? What's going on with him? Or what's wrong with him? Nicotine fit. Dude, trust me. I watched that show came out when I was fucking 18. Like when I was 18. That show premiered on ABC like in June of 2000.
Definitely one of the shows done the most dirty in all of fucking animation.
God, I love the Clerks animated series. So good.
Clerks animated.
Let's see. Infallible here's porch thing. It's
Porch thing.
eh,
Like the
God damn
the
it.
thing that eats bananas that swings from trees and has a tail.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a terminology. I didn't know that terminology was racist for like literally till I was 26.
You really?
Yeah, no, I mean that literally. Like I did not know that that term was racist or it was a slur until I turned 26. I heard it for the first time. No, that was the thing. I never had heard it on. I had friends who use it as a nickname for one of our other friends who was like a Jewish kid, and he was also like he was a pothead and he couldn't hold down a job and he was real lazy. So I thought that was the slur. It was like it was like, an insult for like anyone who was just really lazy. And then it was later on that I found out what it was, and I was like, oh shit. Fuck me, man.
Really
because the thing is, like, you don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know.
Don't.
And so, I mean, like, how many things now, like, I mean, I turned 39 literally in 2 days. And I'm just like, there's so much shit like that, you think back to now and you're like, man, maybe that was a little bit on the, on the ignorant side sort of thing.
Well, who hasn't had a lonely night, get on their laptop or their smartphone, go to X videos or Pornhub, and they want to search up, the T-slur, the transgender females. They use the T-slur.
I find it funny that we're like dancing around words. I don't like dancing. I don't like dancing around words, but it's that whole notion nowadays.
I am one, so I can say it. Just tranny,
Yeah, no, I get it. And I don't like dancing around words, and I don't like, I like, if you're going to use a word in context, use it in context. You know what I mean? I think, but if it's like the derogatory aspect of it, then that's a different scenario.
We're talking about the T-slur, tar baby. Holy shit, we can't.
No, that was T baby, because the T-slur means something else entirely. So I just removed the T baby. That's
oh god.
Oh, isn't that what all drag queens want according to right wing internet?
Yeah,
they're trying to turn your children into drag queens.
No,
although I will say, there's that. Like,
okay, look. Jeffrey Epstein was a part of the satanic Illuminati lizard people that ran the pedophile Democratic Party.
This is a joke, YouTube. Trump. This is a joke, by the way. I just want to clarify. Oh shit, Berserk! We're gonna have to take you off air. We're gonna have to take you off air.
Well, here, let me ask you a question then. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein's alive?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We agree on something.
He's actually chilling with Tupac and Biggie Smalls as he speaks.
Jesus Christ!
Children, raping children.
Whoa!
What?
I don't know.
Is Boogie 2988 there too?
Yeah.
Wait, what did Boogie? Wait, what?
You know what, Matt? You have to get me a
dead.
conversation so I can get unblocked by Boogie someday.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to be. Why? I want to sort this shit out. I want to sort this fucking shit out. I was just thinking about it yesterday. You were like talking about Boogie, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta resolve this goddamn bullshit. I don't like being blocked by people. I don't like it.
He's not a good person.
I don't like being
Dude,
blocked.
I'm blocked. I am blocked by so many people. So
Look,
it's like, it's fine.
When I feel like someone's blocked me for a bad reason, like I want to, like, you know, I usually want to make that fucking right, because it's I don't know. People block for really stupid, petty reasons a lot of the time. I've noticed.
Here, we'll bring in Jamie for a few minutes.
Oh shit, it's Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Yo, what up?
It's a fucking train wreck, isn't it?
You're high, Blair. I love you, but you're high.
Hey,
why did Tony wants to know why did Boogie block you? Tony, if you want to commit, I didn't get to you much last night. I'll get to you quickly. So
yeah, I'll elaborate this real fast. So my one of my co-hosts on my show, Underhaven Swagta, is a vocal fucking critic of Boogie 2988, and he's always been very critical of him. And one day I just looked at Boogie's profile, and I assume it's just because Swagta rags on him so much, and I was blocked. I assume that's why it was. I've never really tweeted anything at him or directed anything at him. At least nothing negative.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's blocked all of us. I shit on him all the time too. I don't know.
You're probably not blocked by Boogie.
Who, me?
I was. I should look at that.
Yeah, you take a look. I mean, if you want, take a look, Jamie. I feel like we're hijacking Matt's show right now. Like, this is an Underhaven stream now.
Well, I didn't have a plan. I thought I just was like, fuck it, I'll go live. But
fuck it, that's my favorite type of stream.
It's like, fuck it, I'll go live.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just like I literally try to think of like the stupidest shit to talk about because I think it's just funny. You know, like someone the other day, I saw someone like kind of like subtweeting me the other day on Twitter. And they're like, Matt doesn't make any money from his content, so he has to like doing it. And I'm all like, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, sure.
that's a fair, you know, like who else does a fucking stupid shit like fucking open call-in show like a couple nights a week where like literally it's like this say the stupidest shit on the planet.
I love this show.
I think it's fucking funny. I've actually caught myself re-listening to it. I know that sounds narcissistic, but I'm like, this is
I do that too. I listen to some of my old content. I'm like, this is actually good. I'm like, most of my content I don't want to listen to, but every once in a while there's something I'm like, yeah, this is, and I'll like catch myself listening to the whole thing as if it's like some other podcast. And I realize halfway through, I've been listening to myself this whole time. I really am a fucking narcissist.
Oh yeah, well the thing is when it comes to doing this kind of work, it is good to listen to yourself in order to pick up on like where, because I catch myself saying certain phrases pretty often, and then I'll say quite a bit, and I hate when I say I hate it. I hear it and it grinds on me, and I'm like, motherfucker, piece of shit, goddamn piece of goddamn, you know, because like I don't want to fucking say or I'll say or something I'll say something along the lines of this, right? Those common phrases we generally tend to gravitate towards.
You know what I say way too fucking much? Oh, there it is. Fuck.
Oh no, well.
There it is. I didn't even mean to do that on purpose, but there it is. Fuck. Yeah. Shit. Excellent.
By the way, Matt, I just want to say, so I kind of have talked a little bit of shit about you on Underhaven before, and I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear. There were a lot of rumors about you spread around and shit, and I heard a lot of shit. But from what Annie has told me, you seem like an upstanding dude. So. Anything I said, I don't remember everything I said, but I take it all back. If someone wants to come and like try to start shit between us, be like, Jamie said this about you.
That's the official endorsement. My official endorsement.
Yeah. I mean, thank you. There have been an insane amount of weird things said about me over the years. I don't know to the extent of all of them. Every once in a while, I catch some, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I used to believe too many rumors that I heard in like the blood sports circles too.
Oh yeah, that's all fake nonsense. Yeah, it's all made up. You know, it's like that's generally how a lot of it kind of plays out with these. They like a lot of it is just theater. You know, but the problem is that people believe it. The problem is that people believe it and they run with it and they think that this is like, how things are. The thing is, there are people out there that are actual bad faith actors that are actual pieces of shit.
Right.
But everyone has the capacity to be a piece of shit. Let's just be fair, and to make fucking stupid ass mistakes. Again, the problem though is when it comes to the internet, it's either all or it's nothing, and that unfortunately is like, so with what happened to me a couple years ago, in retrospect, really isn't like, a lot of people would agree that it wasn't that big of a deal. Now, comparatively speaking to now, looking at everything else everyone has done, but the problem though is it was one of the first of its kind. So it just blew up into being more. And a lot of people really fucking hated me and used it as a way to just.
And many people still do just because of that. What I mean?
Well, and I get shit all the time, because people who saw like Medicur's video on me cleared 1 million fucking views. 1 million views. His video on me, and like that's insane. That's a lot of eyeballs on it.
That's what I saw. I think when Medicare started going, because I'm not proud of this. I used to hang out in like the blood sports circles. I used to watch Andy Worski and shit like that. Very, very, very not based. Not proud of it. But yeah, I've learned recently that like a lot or more. I've learned over time that like a lot of the shit that they talked over there was just bullshit. Like there's nothing to it. And now I've experienced some of that of my own on the internet, where it's like, people want to talk shit, people want to hate, and people want to spread fucking fake bullshit to try to discredit you. And it makes it hard because you can't tell when like someone is like a real piece of shit.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, it's hard to tell sometimes. I mean, and then the internet runs with everything. And I try to like, I've thought back to it, like in all the years I've done this shit. And it's like, how many times have I just run with something without really looking it through? And I guarantee you, we've all done it. And it's like, I try not to do it. I try not to do it now. I really do.
Yeah.
And that becomes the biggest problem because like so many people out there, and this is honestly the ecosystem that YouTube has created. It is given prominence and voice to those who just put out the most disingenuous shit because it gets the most eyeballs. And since that is how the aggregate works, it just ends up fucking up so much shit. Now they're good at keeping it off the main page though. That's the other part of it. They're good at keeping it off the main page, but within like the way that it works, let's say on your mobile device, is that like most people, they don't go to their subscription feed on their mobile device. They just look at their home feed. Their home feed is what YouTube believes that they want to see. And so if you watch a video criticizing me, there's a lot of other videos criticizing me, and so those might start popping up in your feed a lot more, which would then add to the confirmation bias that I'm a piece of shit. So if so many fucking people out there are making all these videos attacking me, a lot of people start to believe that that's real because there's so much information.
Yes,
kind of like, like backing it up.
That's important because the YouTube algorithm is poised to encourage drama, and that's why so many channels fall into it, because it's what makes the most views and revenue at the end of the day. Like you said, that video cleared 1 million fucking views. That's insane.
Yeah, it was very nuts. It's like even my girlfriend watches a bunch of like, she likes makeup channels because that's kind of her go-to for just like kind of relaxing content right now. And she'll ask me, she's like, what do you know about this person? And she'll mention someone like James Charles. Like, do you know what's going on with James Charles? And I'm like, honestly, not anything new. So I don't know what is being said. But the thing is, a lot of these makeup channels, they're like, oh, I'm getting ready and putting on this new palette. And let me also talk to you about all of this tea and spill the tea. So it becomes all of these like combined videos and all of this stuff is just meant to generate clicks and views. And those makeup channels do really, really fucking well. So it's like a lot of it gets spread in there, and there's a lot of drama.
What, like doing like DBZ style sagas? That's weird.
No, you be fucking. Have you ever watched the beauty community?
No.
Oh my god, dude! Like I've sat down and watched a few of these videos recently because my girlfriend will watch them, and it's literally just like the person sits there, and they talk about the palette, and then they'll review it or whatever, but then they also start talking about like other drama that's tied in. And the thing is though, but it works because a lot of the women and people in general who watch the beauty content, they're going to watch more, and then they're going to want to know more about this internal drama because it's fucking gossip. It's all gossip.
Yeah, of course. Like that's what a lot of YouTube is at the end of the day. That's what it boils down to, is people want to hear that tea, like you said.
Yeah. So it ends up being like, in my opinion, it's never going to go away, but it is possible that it is going to end up getting severely regulated. And I do think that's going to happen. I know no one wants to hear that, but it's the truth. I think YouTube and Twitter and Facebook are eventually going to start requiring that everybody provide like their identification.
Yeah.
You know, to verify they are who they say that they are. And that's going to make people just lose their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I can't be a piece of shit on the internet? But the reality of it is this.
Maybe that'll help.
Well, here's the thing.
Maybe.
It doesn't. It doesn't. You have your name and face on fucking Facebook, and you still see like the worst, most repugnant, racist, sexist, homophobic shit. And people use their real name, and they use their real face and their real identity, and that is tied to them. And then they're out there saying this shit in a public forum where people can see it, and they don't care. And the reality of it is, in many instances, it's never going to impact their life in any significant way. Because in reality, when it comes to someone from the right says that kind of shit, they're never going to get punished like there's someone from the left who says that kind of shit. Because the left will cancel the left. The right doesn't give a shit. So anyway, Music Man here asked a question. Why do I have a wrench next to my name? Because I made you a moderator.
Yeah, you're a
you
mod now.
Sexy motherfucker. You're here all the time and might need a couple Jannies. Let's see.
Okay.
Couple what? You never know. You need some Jannies.
Couple boulder lifters. Come on.
A couple. Might need to hit at my boy Ethan Ralph. Get some Zannies for the Jannies.
Oh god.
I say horrifically stupid things all the time.
Maybe we do live in clown world, yo.
We do live in clown world. I mean, like, we also just exited clown world too. 4 years of it. There's still a little bit of, it's going to take a little bit of time to get back to quote unquote normal. But apparently, according to Elon Musk, who just tweeted this out literally 20 minutes ago, you can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin.
Damn.
So what the fuck have I been doing with my life? Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah, if you guys got some Bitcoin laying around, you can buy a fucking Tesla.
It's gonna be a fucking nightmare when the Zoomers inherit the world. Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone.
They haven't already.
Zoomers are gonna inherit the world, and you know what? Eventually, those sex robots are gonna be making their way back.
I mean, they're not inheriting much.
Fucking climate change ridden wasteland.
Yeah, dude, we've left them a real mess. I mean, our parents left us a real mess too. So like,
that is true.
Keep kicking the can, yo.
They gave us Reagan.
Yeah, dude, Reagan.
They gave us Reagan, and we're still dealing with that.
Jamie, I know you always try to push that hopium, but doomerism keeps creeping in sometimes,
No, just because I'm aware of the fact that everything is fucked doesn't mean I have no hopium, okay? Don't get that twisted.
It's
you always got to have hope. Hope is important.
Yeah, well, I hope here that Elon will let people buy Tesla with Dogecoin, because that's pretty big. And Keemstar right now is on Twitter asking the same question about that, actually. I just saw Keemstar pop up on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, like I think... Go ahead.
Keemstar is like a... like how every story has like a foil. It's not really a villain. And he's just a stupid ass dork that's not very threatening. That's like Keemstar with the internet.
He's like Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Yeah, he's like
I would argue. No, my kids right now are on like this massive like Shrek kick. So like we've been watching all 4 movies on repeat.
Okay,
like,
but you agree
week.
Then, right? Like
I can totally see Farquaad coming out of that. Yeah, I could totally see. I mean, like a sociopathic gnome with a god complex. Yeah, I can see that. Totally.
Yeah, which one were you describing?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
I guess the answer is yes.
Yeah, I guess.
On that one. But I mean, like, oh my god, I don't even fucking know.
God.
Matt, you've been gnomed. You've been gnomed.
I've been gnomed. What is he here?
No. No.
I don't know. You mentioned, look, he's like fucking Candyman. You say his name 3 times and
I
he
know,
fucking
right?
pops up.
I was almost
right?
thinking when Berserk mentioned Keemstar that Keemstar was gonna just pop in like the waiting room.
He's done it before. He's done it before back in August.
Yo, that
I
would
wouldn't be
fucking
surprised if he comes on.
insane.
Let's see. Music
wanna
Man
talk
here
to
does ask the
Keemstar,
question. No, you don't. No, you don't talk to him. I've talked to him.
Yes, I do.
I don't like him. No, it's not that worth it. Anyway, he says here, Matt, do you think this cancel culture shit will ever stop? I mean, like, look, there's are people out there who like to say that cancel culture doesn't exist and that it's really just accountability culture.
I agree with that.
I fundamentally disagree with that. And the reason why I say that is, well, I agree in general concept about the accountability, but the accountability is never so when it's something that happened, like, let's say 10 years ago, the reaction is as if it happened now and not 10 years ago. So
that's dumb. That is happening.
But that is how it happens.
That's not every case.
In many cases, it is. In many cases, it doesn't matter when it happened. It's just like they immediately come out and they go, cancel. This happened a decade ago, but it doesn't matter because they're reacting to it now.
I think we need a new word for that then, because that's its own phenomenon. Because cancel culture is meaningless. Everything gets lumped in with cancel culture. The fucking publishers that own Dr. Seuss decide to stop publishing some of the books and people call it cancel culture. Hasbro changes the name of Potato Head and people fucking lose their shit and call it cancel culture. Like, what even is it anymore?
Well, it's a buzzword. It's a buzzword. Let's be fair. I mean, it's overutilized by the right in many instances to. It's when I say in many cases the right will overuse the word, but they use it wrong because they don't know, they don't understand the terminology of it.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like a political garnish. It's like something you try and sprinkle on top of your argument to make it sound a little bit more, digestible to other people who are like you. I
think it's nothing but a distraction, honestly.
I agree. I think each
individual case should be looked at separately. We shouldn't be lumping everything in. And for the most part, that's what a lot of people are trying to do is, let's have a conversation about this. An artist did a thing or a movie is problematic. Let's talk about it. But then the right wants to call that cancel culture just because we're talking about it. Nothing got canceled. Nothing got censored. We're just talking about it.
But in recent, like ever since the beginning of the year, like, the whole, they said they're trying to cancel the Muppets. That's not true. They put a 12-second disclaimer on the front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not canceling.
That's not canceling it. No. Like the Pepe Le Pew thing is the only instance so far I would see of like, I'm actually kind of against the Pepe Le Pew thing.
I'm for it. It's literally a rapey character. They're literally teaching like.
But there was a message. There was a message at the end of that scene, though. That's the whole point. Is it wasn't like Pepe Le Pew allowed to be Pepe Le Pew and like no consequences.
Yeah, but like that. Here's the thing, though. That was the studio's call, right?
That was the director's call because the original director quit the project, and he shot the scene. They shot the Casablanca scene, where Pepe Le Pew was going to be the bartender. So the actual, it was never animated because the new director came in and he cut it, but they filmed the sequence where at the end of the sequence, Pepe Le Pew was going to try to hit on, I forget whoever the actress was in that scene. And then she smacks him and LeBron's like, yo, dude, you can't grab people like that.
Yeah, there was nothing actually wrong with the context.
So I'm like, so there was a message in the scene. There's a message in the scene of like, yo, get consent. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like,
but here's the point I want to drive home, right? Like, I would understand the point that people are trying to make if the movie came out and then people were like, because that scene, as it's described anyway, it sounds perfectly reasonable. If the movie came out and people had a bunch of outrage about that, I would be like, yeah, that's stupid, that's overreaction, that's bullshit. But the fact that the director decided to make that shot before the movie even came out, it's not part of cancel culture.
No, it's not. Many scenes get cut and dropped on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, you know better than anyone else. It's just part of movie making.
Yeah, no, and I get it. I'm not mad that it's not in the movie. To be honest with you, I would like to see it because I'd like to see the context.
Sure.
In these situations, like in these situations, I like to see the context of them.
Maybe for a DVD release, they'll do
maybe,
that.
maybe they can petition. You know what? We petitioned Warner Brothers for the Snyder cut.
Release the Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, maybe we can get the Pepe cut. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Release
God.
the Pepe cut. That's going to be the next thing.
Oh God.
Man,
I'd love to talk to you some more about cancel culture. Maybe we can get you on Underhaven sometime to talk about that. But
Yeah.
I've got to run. It was nice chatting with you.
All right.
Yeah,
have
you
a good
too.
evening.
Hell yeah. Peace out, yo.
I'll see you later on. Berserker probably going to let you go too. 'Cause I got a couple more people to get to, and we're kind of going to come down to the last half hour here.
Damn it, Matt.
Well,
All right.
you know, I try to keep it at like 5 minutes, and you've been here for like.
I thought we
40.
were building a real friendship here.
We are
You
building a
ruined
real
it at the
friendship.
last
Don't worry, we're
second.
going to touch tips. It's going to
All
be
right,
okay.
Berserk.
I'm sad, Matt.
Good night, Berserk. You're stoned.
I'm very high. Good night.
All right, go to bed. I'll see you later. All right. I did see that Hondo and Tony came back in. If you guys want to come jump back in, there's a link one more time. I know you love him. He's here every night. He's waited for a while.
Hey, Matt. How you doing?
Hey, Anthony. How's it going,
I'm
buddy?
doing good. I just watched Wonder Woman 1984. Yo, what's up?
How did you like it?
Me and my mom enjoyed it.
That's good. That's good, man. So are you going to review
the
it?
end credit scene. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
Should I spoil it or no?
Well, I mean, the movie came out about 3 months ago.
Okay, Linda Carter.
Oh, yeah. I kind of figured that was her.
Yeah,
When I saw the movie. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see because they did the third movie. They announced the third movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And Linda Carter looks like Jessica Chabot.
I mean, well, I can kind of see that, I guess. You know, I don't know how much of I kind of see it a little bit, to be honest with you.
Someone said all the rules on the call-in suggestions were like broken tonight, but that's not true. We actually made some profit.
But the thing is that I saw pictures of Jessica Chabot as Wonder Woman one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you think, and she's your cousin?
Sort of.
Okay.
from a certain point of view.
Yep.
From a certain point of view, she's
I want
my
to meet
cousin.
her one day. But, you know, I got good news. Regal's coming back.
Yeah, that's right. Regal is coming back.
But it's not opening in Glendale in my area. It's only opening in Brooklyn.
Oh, that's
And
not
they-
good.
And they just delayed Black Widow and Shang-Chi.
Well,
They delayed
yeah, I mean,
Black Widow again.
Yes? For one more, 2 months now.
Oh my god, that movie is never gonna come out.
It will. It will.
Eh.
Trust me, Matt. I got my Skylar.
you got your what?
Skylar's a cable system.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I don't know what that is.
Skylar is one of my. I'm the CEO of Skylar and everything. I watched it on Skylar.
Oh, is it? You kind of lost me on that one. I don't know what that. I'm sorry, I just don't know what that is.
It's a system that you watch on demand movies, and you got a lot of channels.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah. So I'm doing good.
that's good, man. That's good.
And the girl from 90 Day Fiance, her name's Natalie.
Okay. Oh, okay. What about her? I don't know much about her.
Well, she's a Yugoslavian girl.
Do you like
So-
Yugoslavian girls?
What?
Do you like Yugoslavian girls?
Kinda. They're funny, but the thing is that Wonder Woman 1984 was awesome movie.
I prefer Sokovians personally.
Sokovians.
Yeah.
I prefer Russians.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it is kind of, I guess.
So I saw Wonder Woman 1984 and my mom loved it. Me and my mom loved it.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Here is for anyone wondering, this is Jessica. Well, she goes by Chobot, but
yeah.
or Chabot, but this is her as Wonder Woman. And Anthony believes that this is potentially his cousin.
Yep.
Potentially. Wow.
So I mean, and then this is Linda Carter from back
Yep.
in the day.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
My mom was
Yeah.
so surprised. I tell her, I'm not going to spoil the ending for y'all.
But you know, she kind of, I can see a little bit of the look there.
Yeah, but she was in LA, granted. You know, she liked my comment one time, on Instagram.
That's good, man.
But she has, but the thing is that I haven't spoken to her. She's busy with Emerson. She's busy with her husband.
Who? Linda Carter?
No, Jessica.
Oh yeah. Well, she's.
Linda
I mean, I know.
Carter.
well, no. Linda Carter's husband died like recently. That's the only reason.
Oh
I brought
wow.
It up.
Yeah. Jessica is busy with Blair because Blair is the VP of G4 TV.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are they bringing back G4?
Yeah, they are in the summer.
Cool.
Black Widow got delayed. Black Widow got delayed, and Shang-Chi got delayed.
Yeah, but that's okay. If you really look at the breakdown of it all, that is the way that they positioned everything and like what we know is coming out this year, like Marvel content wise, we're getting Marvel content like almost every single month.
Yeah, speaking of Marvel, I got this bad boy.
Got the Avengers.
That's from '92.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've got an honest question for you, Matt. Between Loki, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier, and WandaVision, which one do you think you'll end up
liking more?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's gonna be Moon Knight.
Well, I would argue that right now, probably for me, because of the weirdness factor, I think Loki could be maybe my favorite.
Yes.
But also I really, really liked WandaVision. Like I really liked WandaVision.
Yeah, no, that was good too. I don't want to undersell that. Like that's the only one we've seen entirely so far.
Yeah, but everyone and people got really disappointed at the ending too, and I'm all like, that was their own fault.
But the thing is, I'm looking forward to Black Widow being out on. If I don't see it in the movie theaters, I'm gonna see it on my Skylar.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do the premiere access of it, which
they always have. My Skylar has a lot of channels and everything. They have like a lot of shows. They have a lot of sports. Mike Tyson and Holyfield gonna duke it out one more time.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, man, I'm gonna let you go, Anthony. But we'll talk soon, all right, buddy? All right, thank you. Well, we could say, I feel bad because I'm not trying to boot him out right away. Give him a second to say his goodbye and whatnot, because you got Euros here saying, "Yo, Slim Anthony in the house, looking good, King." Anthony's got a bit of a fan base here on the show, which is great. All right, and I know I want to get to Tony because Tony was waiting last night for a while, and we kind of just had a bit of a quick exit last night. So hey, man, how's it going?
How's it going?
Going pretty good. So what's your topic? What's on your mind?
Well, this here, since we're talking about like entertainment and pop culture and what have you, I'm kind of thinking of something. I didn't get to talk about this yesterday, so I just want to chime in now. But anyway, this relates to Star Wars.
Okay.
We know that the sequel trilogy has been kind of controversial, to say the least.
A little bit.
People used to shit on the prequels, but now suddenly they like them now. And they all of a sudden have this idea of like, and George would try to bring him back, even though they shit on him. What's up with the whole sudden mindset of all that? Mindset, rather.
Well, okay, so the way I basically can summarize it's like this: the original trilogy was done by George produced it, he directed the first one, he kind of like there's been the rumor that he kind of side directed. I think like it was either Empire or Return of the Jedi, but then with the prequels, those were all him. For better or for worse, it was all him. The thing is, Lucas was trying to move the needle on everything that he did with technology. Maybe not so much storytelling. He stuck to the mythos he had created, but people had this idea in their mind for it. And while it didn't really land perfectly, we have, thankfully, as time goes on, the power of hindsight. And as we've moved 20 years past the Phantom Menace, and now coming up on 20 years past Return of the Attack of the Clones and whatnot, we're starting to see kind of what he was attempting to do, because it is also vastly different from what Disney did with it. The sequel trilogies kind of showcased the flaws of the prequels, but also really kind of brought a lot of people into really liking it. And also the Clone Wars, the TV show, which, has 7 seasons and fleshed out what happened between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, giving us a lot more Anakin, a lot more Obi-Wan, and showing that bond and why it was so important.
I'm so glad we got a season 7. That was awesome.
The Siege of Mandalore was fucking brilliant.
Holy shit.
And so I think because of that ancillary content, it allowed it time to breathe and time to grow, and for there to be an emotional attachment.
Agreed.
Yeah, and Disney really kind of messed up with the sequel trilogy, but they're kind of making up for it now with Mandalorian, because Mandalorian and all the other Disney plus shows are going to eventually tie into the sequel trilogy. Because I don't know if did you see Mandalorian season 2?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but there's that episode where they come across the clone and the tank. Remember that one? I think it's from episode 4.
Are you going to talk about the Strandcast thing?
No, well, what I mean by that is you see like the beginning of a clone, and it kind of gives you this like an idea of who it could potentially be. But there was a music cue with a particular character's theme song, right?
Oh,
so
I noticed that.
So in that moment, it's like, if you can kind of tell who it is, but it's like, do they play the music that pretty much absolutely just indicates exactly who it is? And it's one of the little things they added in there, and you can see like they're kind of starting to establish like the fallout of the Empire, and then like, what's going to happen with the First Order, and building into that. And I think General Thrawn is going to come in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like people are saying. I'd be surprised if he's not like the big Thanos that they build up to. And
they're gonna build
a great job.
He's gonna be the Thanos of the Disney Plus stuff, and that's gonna tie in probably directly with the creation of the First Order. And it's entirely possible that we're gonna get the Emperor back.
Yeah.
I mean, if
go ahead.
Oh no, that's basically you're
gonna bring in Ezra Bridger, since we're talking about Thrawn.
I hope so.
People like Rebels. They'll probably bring him in.
I mean, yeah. Well, they've been talking about it. There's been rumors, I should say. And
I guess while on the topic of Mendo, a guy on YouTube I'm somewhat acquainted with, he's kind of ranting about, he did his own video ranting about Disney Star Wars, and he said that people only watch Mando because of Baby Yoda, and anyone who disagrees is full of shit, which I think is presumptuous take, but that's neither here nor there. What do you think of that?
About people just watching Mando for Baby Yoda?
Yeah, and that without Baby Yoda himself, that nobody would.
Okay. I vehemently disagree with that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I say that even tonight. So I was out picking up food tonight, and I have a Baby Yoda mask that I got for Christmas, and it was like the only one I could find in my car. So I'm wearing my Baby Yoda mask, and I'm at Chipotle, and this woman looks at me and she goes, "Oh my God, I love your mask." And I say, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, "Are you a fan of the show?" She's like, "I love the show." And then I'm like, "Oh, did you finish season 2?" And she's like, "I did." I'm like, "What did you think of that ending?" She's like, "Oh my God, that ending was insane."
You know what Baby Yoda is? Baby Yoda's the hook to get people to actually get started on one of the best fucking shows that I've seen in a very long time. That's what what it is.
This is a Baby Yoda household. It's
also a very cute part of the show too.
Yeah, this is like, so I was at Costco the other day with my daughter. We were getting pizza. And my daughter's 3, and there was this Hispanic girl who was maybe 4 or 5, not too far away, and she was holding a Baby Yoda doll. And my daughter goes, "Daddy, Baby Yoda." And so she points, and the little girl's got Baby Yoda, and then my daughter's trying to like wave at her to get her attention because she wanted to inquire about her Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
And so it's like the little girl didn't respond, unfortunately, and nothing I could do about that as a parent. But it's just, my daughter kept repeatedly was like, "Oh, Baby Yoda," trying to get this girl's attention because she wanted to talk with her about Baby Yoda. And my daughter doesn't watch Mandalorian, but she knows who Baby Yoda is. So while I don't agree that people are only watching it for Baby Yoda, there is no denying that Baby Yoda is a massive, massive part of it. But as Annie said, and I agree, it's a gateway.
It's a gateway. Yeah,
it's a gateway. Because like, I love Mandalorian. Like, I fucking care about that show.
Me too.
And that's why I was so bummed out the whole Gina Carano thing. Because I felt her comments were stupid, but I'm like, no, it's Cara Dune. It's Cara Dune. What the fuck you doing?
When I love something, I want it to be untouched by politics. I want it to just be recognized for the merits that it is, for being amazing, and I don't want anyone's political opinion to come into that shit, ever.
Am I going to buy a $400 Baby Yoda crib? No, man. No. No. I don't need another crib. Also, there's a $400 Baby Yoda crib? The fuck? I don't know, man. There's got to be. So, all right, Tony, I'm going to let you go, man. We got a couple people to get to still as we wind this thing down. But I appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Thanks for your input, guys. Take care.
Absolutely, dude. You know you're always welcome. Have yourself a great night, man. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Tony's a good guy. He's been around for a while. Do want to address this one here. John Arcada asks, Matt, how are you still around? Because I'm a badass motherfucker. Motherfucker. Nah, fuck. Who fucking cares? How am I still around? I don't know. I didn't kill myself. That's how I'm still around. Man, what? I mean, that's a question. You know, like diabetes hasn't killed me yet. I'm good. That's a
question. That's an answer.
Yeah. Like, how are you still around? I don't know. I haven't died. Holy shit. The fuck do you want from me?
Diabetes.
Diabetes. God rest in peace, Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
He's gone.
He's fucking dead. That's terrible, man. George Segal died today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That sucks. You know who George Segal is?
No, I don't.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean,
do you ever watch? Do you ever seen the show The Goldbergs?
I've heard of it.
He played the grandpa on The Goldbergs.
I've never seen.
He's done a lot of other stuff than Goldbergs. He was on a show called Just Shoot Me back in the day. Again, a lot of things. He was 87. He just passed away, which is unfortunate. I thought the guy was fucking hysterical. So that's what I was just reading that tonight. That's pretty bad. Okay, here. So we got our boy Hondo.
Yo, hey.
What up, man? Long time. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm doing good. You know, just busier with work these days. Anyways,
hey, thanks for the shekels, by the way, earlier.
No, you're welcome, man. Anyways, I got a question about that Ralph shit.
Yeah.
So he wants to 1v4 you, right? Like the good old days, you know? Because he
what kind of pussy shit is that?
Yeah.
What kind of pussy shit is that? I want a 1v. What is this? Like poor little Matt boy? Like is this the fucking porno? Or like, That was I thought that sounded funnier in my head.
I know he'll never agree to it, but would you be willing, like if he's willing to, like, I don't know, bring on a couple more guys to like be on your side, make it like a 3v4 or whatever, or like a 2v4?
No, I don't want that. I don't want that
because there are like a lot of guys out there who just know all the shit on all those little capos, right? Because everybody knows Ralph's the lore behind him, but people aren't really like up to date on like some of the information on his little minions and shit. The people that he would be bringing on. And I think that's where you would struggle in a 1v4 because you know all the shit on Ralph.
Well, on a 1v4, it would be, you know, for one, I wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise, right? Like, and anytime there'd be a counterpoint I could make, there would be the immediate pushback, and it would be, you know, it would be a clusterfuck. So the whole point would just be like, you know, 4 other people or 3 other people that are just going to try to like shit talk me for however long I would be there. So strategically, it makes no sense to have that, to even like agree to that. Because it's just the biggest, smelliest pussy move you could fucking do.
It's blatant what it's trying to do. Too.
Oh no, it's absolutely blatant. It's so blatant. It's like you can call me on my personal number and harass me on my personal phone line, but you can't have me on a stream with you one-on-one to talk a bit of shit. Because you know, when he called me to harass me on my phone, he still fucking cut the call early and he ran. And then
come
still
on, Jarbo, give me a conversation, man to men.
Yeah, like man to men. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
I thought you were all like alpha fucking chads.
Yeah.
And you gotta have like, you know, you're afraid of little old me. You gotta have your homies.
The squad. Yeah.
You know, it's just so.
You know what? You should let him have Gator. Just like, because Gator ain't shit anyways. You know, he does it for free. He pays him to fucking jam his shit.
I don't need it. Here's the thing with that. I don't want Gator. I have nothing. I don't want to. Like, the thing is, Gator's a distraction. Everything else would be a distraction. Everything. That's the whole point, man. Everything else is a distraction. You cannot. If you want to do it, you do it right. All right. If you want to do it, you do it right. So you got to sit there and go. It's a 1v1. It could just be a conversation. All right. Like, it could just be a conversation. The thing is, though, obviously, blood sports would be the goal here, because then he would just yell and cry. But the thing is, without anyone else, look at the Vouch stream. The Vouch stream, he's drunk. He starts throwing the N-bomb around, you know, like all of this other nonsense. He just gets so pissed off and he can't handle it on his own because he can't handle one-on-one confrontation. So that's the whole point. If you want to come at me, I'm down to do this. I'm 100% down to do this. But it's got to be one-on-one because otherwise you're just a bitch.
Be a man.
That's it. That's the truth of it right there. It's just he's a bitch. Yeah. He's a pussy fucking bitch that can't talk to somebody on his own. and has to have his boys there to back his ass up. There is
He
no
won't agree
greater.
to it. He won't.
I
do
know
1-on-one.
100% he won't do a one-on-one. I know.
Doesn't that say a lot though? Like, shouldn't that be telling that he won't do it one-on-one?
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Like, that's the entire argument there. Like, he's so afraid of an actual conversation. And this isn't even like, you know, because in my tweet, I said, we'll talk about the fucking sex tape. It wouldn't just be the sex tape, right? That's actually the one thing I'm least interested in, because I already know it happened. I already know how it happened. I watched it happen, right? But it's all the other shit. Because what's he going to say? Oh, you fucking flagged people fucking 3 years ago. Yeah, I never touched his shit, right? I never touched his shit. And they can make up all this other crap that they want to fucking make up and whatnot. But if he doesn't have the people there to kind of chime on in and take over the conversation when he starts floundering, just like he did before on that stream before, it wasn't him who took me down. It was more like Zidane was hitting. It was hammering me.
But yeah, he just took the credit.
And he took the fucking credit. So as he does. Yeah, it's all he can do. So he can just take the credit for other people's shit. And it's the stupidest crap on the fucking planet. If he wants to talk with me, I'm down to go in the kill stream, 100%. I'll do it one-on-one, because that is the fairest conversation we can have, and that would be him actually having a fucking spine.
That's why it won't happen.
Sounds good. Just
he won't
don't
do it
forget
though.
about the math, the thumb in the ass. Let's see what else was there.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Hey,
the thumb in the ass is one thing. Yeah, I mean, sniffing, the poo sniffing is. I mean, but I'll tell you this though. See,
I don't think Annie knows about that. Dude,
my
did you know Ralph sniffed the shit off his ex's ass, his child bride? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, now you know. Now you know.
Well, now I know. Thank you.
He did. Yeah, during the whole thing, he rubs his finger right there, and then you hear him like do a hardcore sniff, you know, and you're like.
You know what's one of the craziest things, one of the wackiest things about him to me? That he's afraid of Matt. He's afraid of fucking Matt. Like, he's genuinely 100% afraid of fucking Matt, and he can't even man up enough to admit it. He's just gonna try and hide behind a wall of 4 fucking people. Yeah. Like this person that you claim your claim to fame is basically trying to shit on Matt. And you won't even have a one-on-one conversation with him. You're afraid of that person. You're a fucking joke.
Were either of you guys around when I tried going on to Andy Worski's show because he was talking shit about me and I got his Discord?
The link, told you to come in, but then he wouldn't pull you in.
Yeah, he dropped the link. I went on in there, then he banned me. Right?
Wow.
Like so this is the thing. This group of people are the biggest bunch of blue-haired pussies you will ever fucking come across. All they do is bloviate, and they don't actually have any kind of fucking follow through. People hate me. I get that. People don't like me. I fucking get that. You know what I still do? I put a fucking open link. Come on in. Let's have a chat. And how many people have come on in and said, I shit on you, but you know what? That's before I listened to you, and I'm sorry. Annie, you've heard, I mean, I know there's Jamie tonight, but there's been other people as well.
Yes.
That have like come on in and been like, I actually really like Boulder Talk Radio. I think it's interesting to listen to. And I'm sorry, you know, for like being a dick.
Yeah,
and
that's happened quite often. Honestly.
Quite often it's happened. And I appreciate that. Of course, it's not what I'm out here trying to do. But that's the whole point is like look, in Ralph's situation, he's got an entire sub-forum on QB Farms that chronicle and talk about his every move. Now there's a thread on me as well, and they do the same thing. But nowhere near to the tenacity that these guys will microscope Ralph's life.
Isn't it like 1,000 pages or some shit?
It was up to nearly 4,000 pages.
Oh shit!
And that was before Noel moved it into a sub forum.
Yeah, he had to partition everything.
Yeah, so now it's partitioned, and like Andy has a thread in there, and a few other people have a thread in there. And it's literally just Ralph. You know, it's all about Ralph's life. And everything else is posted, and there's clips and shit. What a sad
existence, Ralph's life.
I mean, you know what the thing is, more people at this point, they just want to see him crash and burn. And I'll tell you, and I'll be 100% honest. As much as I fucking hate the guy, right? As much as I fucking hate the guy, I don't want to see him like dead. I don't. I would love to see him figure because here. You know, I thought about this today.
I don't want to see anyone dead.
No, I thought about this today, and this is true. You know, I was hanging out with my daughters, And it's like, we're playing. We're just my youngest runs up. She goes, "Daddy," because she can say that now. So she goes, "Daddy," and she throws her arms up in the air. She wants me to pick her up and like toss her in the air, And like I'm tossing her in the air and she's giggling and it's huge, like just Chuck E. Cheese grin smile on her face. It's the cutest thing in the world. And then I started thinking about this whole Ralph thing a little bit ago, and I'm just like, this is probably the saddest thing. And this is where like I pity him because of his own actions, of his own ego and his own greed and his own alcoholism. He's not going to have any kind of relationship with this kid. And that was something he desperately wanted based on those emails that Vickers put out.
Yeah, that is sad, even though he is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit, but it's like he's not going to sit there and have that relationship with this kid. I mean,
I think that's for the best. Like,
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, like Ralphie ain't like. I don't
yeah,
think
but it's like, but the thing is, though, man, I will put it to you like this: like kids will change a parent. You know what I mean? Like you could be a fucking scumbag piece of shit. Hold your kid for the first time, dude. Your whole fucking life changes. You know what I mean? Like that can actually happen.
He couldn't even sober up to take his mom, who has cancer, to the hospital.
I know.
She's in a bad condition now because he just neglected her.
I get that, dude. I get that, and I'm not excusing it one bit. I've heard that audio as well. What I'm talking about here, though, man, is like there is a thing. Like when I held my daughter for the first time, my 3-year-old for the first time, I was so scared. I was so fucking scared, and I'm holding her, and like, but you just look at this little baby, and you're like, holy shit, like this is my kid, and like all you care about is that kid. And then when I held my second daughter for the first time, I just looked at her and oh my God, with her, I was even more afraid, and then I'm holding her and it's just like, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to, like, holy shit, this is a fucking person. And I'm responsible for her and everything else. But you grow to like, you grow with your kids. That's the whole point. 'Cause you're now responsible. The problem that Ralph is going to find is that California and child support, they go after that shit. Oh. And when they got the district attorney in Richmond to file the revenge porn charge against Ralph had to put up how much money he earns per year. So he claimed he makes $70,000 a year. So he couldn't. So he got an actual lawyer.
It's well, that's what he said. He's done the math.
But that's what he says. That's what he said. Okay. So that is now going to be entered into the record, meaning that when they go to solicit the court or petition the court for child support on Ralph or for this baby, because they're going to, Ralph is going to have to pay. Like that.
They're going to ask him for like $70,000 a year.
Like they're not asking for that much. They're going to ask him for it, but they're going to ask him for a significant amount. And so you're going to be talking about probably $500 a month he's going to have to pay to and that's a minimum, and that's on the lower side. $500 a month that he's going to have to pay in child support for that kid.
Damn.
They are trying to report him for taxes too. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I haven't. I haven't paid attention on that shit. But yeah, taxes are going to be a motherfucker too, man.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm just saying, like the reality of the situation, as bad as it is, like, and this is the whole thing. Is like, Ralph has got such a reputation that they may not have been able to get him legally, but if she goes to the court and says like, I don't want him having any contact with the child, because of the physical abuse that she said that she incurred, and they have documentation of that, then the court might go, okay, well, you get zero custody of the child.
You get nothing.
Maybe supervised visits, and that would require him to fly from Richmond to California.
He won't.
Once a month.
With money that he doesn't have.
And then also continuously pay out child support.
Yeah, no, he won't even do it, because even if they live next to each other, he'd have to be right there next to her dad, and he won't do that shit.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, here's the other crazy thing about that too. It doesn't just end when they turn 18, by the way. So what it does is it goes through school. So if the child is getting child support through high school and then decides that they want to go to college, Ethan would still have to pay. So the potentiality that he'd have to pay child support all the way until the year 2045 is an entire reality.
Yeah, I'm sure it keeps him up at night. The same time where he starts thinking, oh no, what's going to save me? What's the only thing that can save me? I know it'll save me. I'll talk more about Matt.
Yeah.
It's a desperate move. It's clearly a desperate move. I can tell. Like it's an act of
it really is. And to me, that's why it's fucking hysterical. And again, I just being, perfectly like honest here. As much as I don't like Ralph, that shit's gonna suck, because if he, like, being a parent, man, just saying, that's like the worst shit, like the worst shit is just like not seeing your kid.
No, he's gonna catch a liver failure here in like 5 years.
Yeah, and that's
that long.
I mean, he said himself that he doesn't expect to live past the age of 50. I get that, but here's the thing: I'm telling you though, man, like if the kid could be what pulls him back from the brink. Now, and I see 75 YBA here says, my dad didn't change. Some people don't grow. That's true. I understand that. And I'm not trying to,
some people only get worse too.
I get that, man. Like, but my hope and my legitimate hope is that it does do something to get him to better his fucking life. Cause if not, he's just going to get raped by child support and then everything else. And if he doesn't pay it, because he's not paying his student loans, and probably his taxes, who knows? Then they're just going to start taking those and garnishing and anything that Trovo sends him. That's everything's it's just he's going to be.
Yep.
It's not going to be.
There goes all that George Soros money.
All right, I just wanted to ask that question about like you bringing on like another A-log or some shit, like a real Ralph expert to help you out in that debate, but you don't want it, so.
Well, I mean, like, the A-log, I get the A-logs. Here's the thing with that, though. It'd be like, I'd have my Twitter DM open and people would be sending me shit as it went along. You know what I mean? So like,
that is true.
It would be like an earpiece in my ear, like feeding me like the shit.
Yeah, you'd be like a Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Because the same dudes that help the fitness
man,
family
I'm really
probably
chock
will
full
help
of
you
them
too.
tonight, aren't I? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
What the fuck is that? Euros here says Hondo will pay you, Jarbo. Hondo always pays.
No, not me. No, I'm a spectator.
He's a spectator tonight. He's not.
All right. Well, I'll let y'all go. Take care, guys.
All right, man. All right, I'll see you later,
take it
Hondo. Have a good one,
easy.
buddy.
Good
Thank you
night,
very
man.
much.
Yeah.
All right. And so finally for tonight, we're going to actually real quick here. Sam Losco says, Ralph won't change. I'll bet on it. He may act like and say shit, but he won't really change. Yeah, pretty much.
Doesn't the fact that he wants to talk to Matt again in a 4-on-1 show that he's incapable of change and he's just exactly where he is in 2017, except without any money or subscribers?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's that whole notion of like, I do try to see the best in people. I really do, even people that I dislike.
Yeah, me too. I just can't find anything good about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack here says, this was a fun stream. It took a lot of weird turns. It did. Started off talking about semen and vegans and shit. Shiny here came back again. No cream pie talk. Made a cream pie comment
about that.
A little cream pie commentary.
Yeah.
The bowling alley in Olympia. Someone tagged it with cream pie, right, like on the side facing the street. So you drive by and it's like in big bubble letters. So it just says like it's blue bubble letters. It just says cream pie.
Cream pie. Huh.
And I saw that the other day and I just started laughing. My girlfriend's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm just not gonna go into it." It's.
Oh, she didn't get it.
She did. She didn't tell me. But all right, we're gonna bring in John for the final call of the night. He might be asleep. We'll give him a second.
Hold on, John.
Jack here says, I learned a lot this stream.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can.
All right, my phone had went to sleep, so
that's okay.
It kills the audio.
Okay. We're gonna we'll make you. You're the last one of the night, John. So we're gonna help you go it on a high note here. And you know what? I got the piano queued all up.
I was going to talk about gray pie. I was going to talk about gray pie.
Well, just don't mention your grandmother.
Vagina.
Oh my, that was fucking funny, man. I went back and I listened to that again. with like bringing up that. And by the way, that piano music, it said it was royalty free. It's not. There was a content ID claim on it.
Oh no, that's just...
I got to find another piano piano thing that's not going to get me claimed. But
everything's copyrighted.
Yeah, Music Man here says get the piano ready. G Million here says any grandma talk, John.
Hold on, John.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see some granny.
Oh, let me stop laughing here.
Hey, look, we're cracking up our viewers. See, guys, this is not a paid actor. Funny.
Oh no! I mean this. Yeah, it's called Granny Grabbers.
I mean, I can honestly say, like, I don't think anyone, like, I was looking at like the analytics for like older episodes, and it's like no one makes it to the end, so it's all good. Maybe some people make it to the end.
True.
I don't know. Maybe some people make it to the end. But but then again, like the everything is like, what is it? I got a copyright claim on that video from the other day. And it's monetized. It's terrible shit. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, so, go ahead.
So okay, so what's your topic, real quick, because I gotta go to bed. But
actually, I just not much going on.
I've got a topic. Then, John, do you have sex with the mother box?
Oh, a robot?
No, like
fucking like Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, are you Steppenwolf and you just want to get out there and like fuck that mother box?
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about robot sex is you can turn off the voice box.
Doesn't that kind of like defeat the purpose, though?
Yeah, doesn't that kind of defeat?
I mean, like, isn't the whole concept of like, I don't know, you want to. Well, they sound like they're Microsoft Sam, so I don't know. Or they sound like they're Alexa. Microsoft, that's what I don't get. There's better voices. Like even my phone Google has got a British female voice as your robot, as your like your assistant.
For some reason, whenever like an AI voice is British, it sounds more like less robotic. You know what I mean?
Well, it's one of those notions where like my mom said one time. She's all like, you can tell me any news you want, just tell it to me with an accent, right? So I mean, I could just imagine like people that are like, the end of the world is coming, but like it's done in a British accent, and then people find it calming, It's like, well, the end of the world is in 5 minutes. Please say goodbye to your loved ones, and well, good luck. See, it's like calming, but then you get into like the Australian side of it. It's like, oi. Fucking world's gonna fucking end in like 5 fucking minutes. Get out there right now, fucking shag a kanga, fucking down a fucking Foster's and put another shrimp on the goddamn barbie.
You just described the entire reason Sargon of Akkad has a YouTube career.
Yes, that's actually pretty accurate, to be fair. Yeah, no, Sargon of Akkad is like, he just comes up to you and he's just like, right. I can't do a Sargon very well.
Well, if I didn't have this accent, then I wouldn't have any viewers. Yeah.
if I didn't have the accent, I would just be seen as a racist.
That's true. I've been to Australia. Ship pulled into Perth and pulled into Fremantle in Sydney.
Fremantle.
Fremantle's on the western side and Sydney's on the eastern side.
Freemasons, aren't you?
Oh yeah. So Australia's a lot of fun. The Australian women love American men. It's great. Especially the grannies.
You know how 33 is an important.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I just have to ask the question. I just have to ask the fucking question. Did you, like, when you were in Perth, like, did you ever go? Because I know there's whorehouses in Perth. If you were there in the Navy, did you go get a whore in Perth, John?
Oh.
Say that in Perth.
That wasn't a no.
I was on the beach, and all I had was I don't remember.
Oh God!
I had my wallet in one hand, soaking wet in the other hand, and I did the walking chain back to the
I had my wallet in one hand, And I knew I was...
the other hand.
Oh my God.
I had my wall in one hand, my penis in the other.
And only one of them came home.
That's
and
true
long story short is, I'm a eunuch.
I don't remember that night. The embarrassing part was walking back to the ship, though.
You don't remember that? You just don't remember that night at all.
It was some good drinking, a lot of fun. And then I probably blacked out about 2 or 3 in the morning. And then I woke up on the beach.
You whited out.
Man, I haven't like woke up and, blacked out drunk in a long time.
I've never had that.
Sometimes you just want to get like, you know, sometimes it would be kind of fun to wake up and like the hangover, you know, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
And what happened?
Like, why am I missing a tooth? And why did I have sex with a man?
Why did I have sex with myself?
That was fun.
I'm putting together. I'm literally gonna put together this thumbnail for tonight, and it's gonna have like it's gonna be the weirdest thing. Like, there's no context to it. There's literally no context. People are gonna see this and go, "What the
Boulder Talk Radio is weird."
I like it being weird. I stand by it being weird. I think I'd love more people to get a kick out of it. Here, I'll show you guys the thumbnail before I post it up. It's the stupidest thing ever. Because it's all about the beginning of the stream, and then of course we get into the whole situation with Briar Rabbit. But there we go. That's
hey, the people are gonna get cocked. Hey, but by the way, I actually did a fucking pretty successful fucking call-in show earlier on my channel. So
nice.
Yeah. You guys should go check that shit out. Check out Underhaven.
Yeah, you know what it is like I have to get to a point where like clearly I can do this earlier in the fucking day. You know what I mean? Like that's where I was talking with a friend of mine today, and he's been streaming a lot recently, and he's like, oh yeah, I've been doing like really well and like having a good time, and I'm like, yeah, but you got to go on like at 6 p.m. like, you know, Pacific, and I'm like, I'm fucking out working. God damn it. Because I don't think it would be the same thing if I was like going to do a Boulder Talk Radio like at 1 p.m.
Yeah, no. I don't think it'd be, like, that could be a fun experiment, but I wouldn't be able to join you for those because I'm only really free at night.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where it's like, I don't know. Well, okay.
Yeah,
like,
Boulder Talk's kind of a late night thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna title the stream. Which came first, the chicken or the vegan?
Which came first, the chicken or the vegan in the chicken?
The vegan?
Well, I can't say that for a title. That's going to get me completely booted.
Wait a minute. What do you? I would put that as the title of my video. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you can do that. I'm not going to do that. I want to get.
Fine. I'm going to change the name of the stream I did tonight to that. Like,
that's fine. There we go. I will say there are people that have been messaging me and that they have gotten to, like, they do listen to this after the fact and they get a kick out of it. So that's always entertaining. I really enjoy that this weird, stupid,
that's good,
like, you know, crazy situation is just fucking, I don't know, it's wild. But all right, it's a fun time, and I do need to get to bed here before 2 a.m. So, John, last words.
You get some sleep.
Yeah, last words, man. What do you think about everything? What's your thoughts?
Oh, not much. I'm just doing the math, and
we lost him.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, we lost him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what's wrong.
That's okay, man. It's okay. But all right, man. We'll talk to you later. All right, man.
Okay. All right.
All right. See you later, John.
Take it sleazy.
Finally tonight, Hondo with the $5 super chat. Gator, it's not too late. Betray your master. Steal Pensu from him. Y'all can watch Chinese girl cartoons and play D&D together.
Wow.
There we go. I guess that is a.
Thanks for the donation.
That's a thing. But I guess I kind of agree. You know, I mean, like,
kind of.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, you know, you look at someone like Pantsu, who I don't even know if she's still with Ralph or not. I have no idea.
Oh, this is a person, not
this
just
is a person,
like
yeah. So she's like a lolly. So she's really into lolly, as far as I know.
Okay, the name explains that.
Yeah, right. And so it's like, so apparently, like, there's been these rumors that like she's getting Ralph into watching like Lolicon and shit. But the thing is, like, Gator had, you know, he'll go on Twitter and he'll literally tweet out like happy birthday to an anime character. You know, so you kind of like just put the two of them side by side and you're like, yeah, okay, I could see that happening. You know, the weird couple that like hangs out nonstop all day in the room, no windows open, smells like, you know, low tide. And then they would be happy together. Like, that's, you know, whereas Ralph tried to use Pantsu to act as almost like a weird kind of surrogate for Faith, and then to talk them into a throuple situation.
A throuple.
Where Faith would raise the baby, but Ralph could fuck Pantsu because, you know, he's got his urges, and he'd finally get the three-way that he wanted, because that was another thing he was that they were talking about. It's just like
it's a bunch of shit.
Dude, it is like, I forgot about a lot of this, and then like talking about it tonight kind of brought a lot of it back. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that makes you just want to like stab yourself in the fucking eyeball, because why? Why, God, why? Why does this happen?
Hey, Hondo makes sure that we keep up on it. He's a historian.
Yeah, Hondo is a Boulder Talk Radio historian as well as this in general. And then he says here that we both know his ass is going to be watching this to see Matt's response to the challenge. Well, yeah, that's true. Hopefully he plays it on his show. But he won't, because he a pussy.
Because he a bitch.
He a big old pussy. Just a big old floppy pussy. Just a big old floppy, smelly, sweaty, dirty pussy.
Matt, honestly, I gotta go pick up some boulders, man.
Are you going to take a shit?
No. I just... Look, I got shit to do.
All right, fine. We'll fucking end it. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Have yourself a great day. Hopefully the stream made you laugh a little bit, if not cringe, and hate me even more. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening.